Let's begin our official third conversation. We had one conversation last week, which was a kind of an optional. So let's do this with this small group today, whatever we have, and let people join in between. So today's conversation, since this is a small group for now, let's try to make it more intimate, more deeper conversation. That's why that's the power of the small group also. So I don't have much to share today, so other than one question to ask with the people here. And okay, let me just admit a few more people. I think they're joining in. Hey. Hello. We just begun our conversation. So now, since all of you are there, and I wanted to ask all of you that many of you have tried to build a connection, but let's demystify what is our understanding of connection. You know, so let's begin with one person at a time and see very quick definition, not too much, so that we can do a quick roundtable. One sentence, two sentence. What is our understanding of connection? What does connection mean to you?
May I?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For me, it is more stopping the rational thinking and listening to the other voice that talks. It can be the little Varsha or the younger self or the higher self, in both the ways. Sometimes the little one also needs the attention to listen. Uh, yeah, for me, it is shutting down the overthinking process or over analysis and all of that, and just see what it comes and trust in that voice. Problem I feel or challenge that I feel is I don't trust that voice, and I still go back. So that's what for me the connection is, and I feel uh, I do see in the messages on the group, even if they don't sit in journal, they have made a connection. Some have expressed it, but for me it is more only when I write I feel that I've made a connection. Otherwise, I'm still not able to make that connection within. Making it short here, so that we can move them all.
Yeah. So I'm recapping it. Connection to you, Varsha, is all about relying on your inner voice,
Yes.
trusting the inner voice.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's what the connection means to you. Okay, fine. Let's move on with let's see our understanding.
Hello, I'll have a go if you can hear me. Yeah, is it working? Yeah, a bit. Yeah, no. To me, that resonates with me. I would say that it's removing the obstacles between myself, my persona, whatever, and my authentic self. So it's just a process of letting those go and trusting the connection. I think is a big thing. Yeah, just letting go of what's in the way, which is me.
What's on the way? Okay, trusting in what's on the way. Yeah.
Sorry, letting go of what's in the way. My audio's not good here. Sorry.
You want to say something other than what's in the way?
Oh, sorry.
Sure. Hi, Vishal. So, Vishal, welcome to our third conversation. I know you have recently joined. I think this is your first time. So, please feel free to watch the recordings if you haven't got the chance. But I want to welcome you. And the question here, which I'm asking to everyone here, is what does connection means to you? What is your understanding about creating the connection. When we say we are in connection, what is your understanding about it? So let's wait further, and then if you have an answer, that's fine. If you don't have, that's also fine. So let's hear from other people. So Jana, you want to go?
Okay, sure, Kapil. So my voice is clear, better?
Yes.
Okay. So how I am seeing connection is, first of all, like I have come to the understanding that for everybody also and for me also, I believe. So let me talk about myself. I feel that, yeah, the only thing we are always doing, consciously or unconsciously, is we are trying to connect with ourselves. We are always trying to have that deeper connection with ourselves. And how I see connection is, it is a space where I'm like completely one with myself. It is that space where there is complete peace, and there are no complaints from life. There are no kind of grudges against anybody, like even if people have done wrong to me or something. It is that space where when I am connected deeply with myself, I think there are absolutely no complaints with life or something like life should have been like that. Like it is like I feel that I am in the space of complete acceptance when I'm really truly deeply connected with myself. Everything is fine. I'm in that space. So, so now that is again a rare thing. You're not always in that space, but I believe that we have got glimpse of that connection at least once in a day, or maybe once in 2 days or 3 days. We do get into that space where we kind of feel deeply connected, peaceful, no complaints, full of gratitude for life, whatever good things I have, and I would say a space of gratitude, more of gratitude, and all the good things that we talk about: unconditional love, gratitude, kindness. You feel good about everything. You want to give. Another feeling is you feel like giving. You feel like giving more in whatever way you can to people around you and all of that. That is the real connection I feel. So whenever I have felt deeply connected to myself, I see that I don't have any complaints. So whenever I would see that, say something is bothering me, or some person should have been like this, or this person did this to me, or any complaints, or this is not working for me, this coaching session, or why people are like that, people should not be like that. So I think all of that is coming when you are not deeply connected with yourself. And that is why I said, but we are always making an effort to connect with ourselves. That is again one more thing, that you are always trying. And that is why when we say, like, for example, that day when you posted in the group about some question, I think, Kapil, you shared that what is missing in my life or something like that. So I was actually going through that same question, very honestly. In a different way, like, for example, I had kind of asked that why am I not always happy? Why it feels like something is missing? So I had also come up with certain those kind of things only. But deep down, it is that strong connection with yourself that is missing
So complete acceptance and problem-free life. I don't have a problem,
with
or I
anything.
don't
Yeah.
see a problem around me, right? It's everything seems to be okay, uh, peaceful.
Okay, and also if there is, in the sense that we really cannot change the reality, but there is kind of forgiveness also for anything that has happened which you otherwise you might have some grudges, or you kind of put the blame, right? For example, I'm not happy because of this person or because of this situation, but in that space of deep connection with yourself, you are like kind of more accountable. You just see that. And one more thing that I wanted to connection to me again is, when I feel that everything that is happening is the universe is giving some cue. It is like some signal for something good only. It is like taking me forward. So even with that bad experience that I had, it has happened because the universe wanted me to learn something new. So when I am deeply connected with myself, I understand that. I can see that very clearly.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a very Insightful answer. Zabina, we are talking about what does connection mean to you? What do you mean by connection? We keep talking about connection, connection. What is it? What the heck is it? So that's the question we are asking roundtable. Yes. Who else? Shivani, you want to talk?
Yeah, I can say. So connection, I have anytime when I have felt connected has been only when I am truly in that surrender mode. So that is when connection actually happened. When I am like, these all things are happening and sharing has happened in the journal. But as soon as I am like losing control, as soon as that losing control and just being that free, that freeness happens, then the connection starts to build. And everything I just resonate with everything Luke has said and Varsha and Sujana had said. So everything like acceptance and loving each bit of every moment of the life, and like somebody saying something and not getting affected by it, loving a puppy, loving a flower, that stays for a very long time then.
Joy.
And
Can I just sum this up as a joyful state?
the absolute love and joy is what I feel. For people whom I have not been okay, there's all of a sudden there's so much like, was I feeling all that ever? That kind of a feeling starts to appear, and it's like an absolute different person. And when I and in those moments when I hear people saying that, I want to do this to be happy or that to be happy, and this is not, I don't and I have been there. I'm like, I was also there 2 days ago and I was feeling that. And so the answer in me comes is, I could be happy in this moment. I could be happy in the smile of my child. I could see the Lord in this, smile. I could see, so it's a, how to say, supernatural state, which somewhere seems to be real in front of me. So, or any doing which happens from my side is the surrender, which helps in the connection. When I am like so many things, emotions, and when I'm like, can I lose a little control? And then it happens. That's what
So letting go, surrender, non-judgmental, all those things. Okay,
yeah.
wonderful. Yes. What is your personal definition? Manjunath, you want to go with or Zabina?
Yep. Hi, Kapil. Hi, Al. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. For me, the connection is it is true to yourself. Okay. So how we are talking to other, I talk to myself inside. Okay. So there is a two-way communication. I talk to myself and I listen to myself as well. So without any resistance, without accepting me as how I am. And suppose there is any external forces, they are saying something and this one, then without taking it any personally, I listen to myself. Is it that true what other person is saying? So true to yourself. Okay. The connection without any barriers, and you have to be a consciousness, it will develop when we are connecting to inside within me. Suppose we are talking outside, that will have the it will be mixed with the situation and all those things, what benefit I'm going to get, how the people will perceive, and all those things, the things will be added. But when we connect with ourselves, it will be a true self. Okay, I'm talking now to you guys, that will be different. But when I talk to myself, that I will be talking to myself, so it will be having the more truthness, it will be there. So with this one, we can get more abundant energy. I will be getting when I connect to myself, and happiness. Okay, and we can feel that when no one can steal energy from me, because I'm connected to myself. I judge instead of I'm not giving the control to anyone to judge me. So instead of that, I ask myself, am I true? Or what the other person, Kapil or Sujana is saying to me, is that correct or wrong? Okay, I listen to myself. So when I connect to myself, I get the true answer for me. So that is the
Beautiful.
one we can connect.
Beautiful. Yeah, connecting with your truer self, authentic self. Okay. So, all right, Zabina, you are there.
Hi Kapil, hi everyone. Good morning. I can't be on video because I'm on the move. That's the reason. Uh, so it has been a wonderful experience all these days. Yeah, connecting with myself, as Manjunath told. For me also, connection time is more like trying to understand my true self, the real person who is there, and the person who I have become, with all the flaws, and as and when I connect and I'm out of it, there is infinite possibilities. That is the feeling that I have.
Yes.
And maybe all day, all the things that happen to you throughout the day, so many things, we lose that confidence. Sometimes we get into that self judgment, or that self doubt thing. That is the time when I feel, okay, no, this is not the real me who is talking, who is getting who I am being at that moment. But then that realization is wonderful. When you know, okay, fine, at the end of the day, you get to see the real person behind, who you are, who is connected to the higher consciousness, and that feeling is, it's like it's empowering.
Sure. Empowering. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Zabina. Yes, Vishal, you have anything to share? What does connection mean to you? Quick, on a quick lines. Can you hear us? All right. So let me just go with my understanding of connection. So it's everything what you all mentioned. Everything, right? It's an amalgamation of everything. But I'll tell my personal definition. Connection is when I feel more freer to myself. As if there is an immense energy which is flowing in me. And when I say energy, it's not about I am very excited. It's about I see a freedom in me, where a flow of energy is happening in such a way so that I see many things possible in my life, many things. And when I am not searching for anything, and that's a very important aspect which I journaled today, and I wrote with myself, and I saw that a part of me was into a search, and I believe most of you are searching for something. So I always question what I'm searching for, what I'm missing here, and deep down, not very easy to get that answer. So my aspect was just to keep asking what I'm searching for, what's missing here. And I realized that my mind is in constant run. This is in like constant run and trying to search. And suddenly I saw myself moment I start writing, even when there was a resistance in me to write, I saw the mind is getting step by step, it is expanding, or is some kind of a feeling where from a state of search to state of peace was happening. I could see it's happening from here to here. And that was beautiful to witness, because most of the time it is so quick or so late, right? So you don't realize. So I could see that, oh, 1 minute back I was this, 1 minute back I am this. What is my true self? What is the real? Is it this real which is searching for something, or is it this real which is at absolute peace? So with this, what I'm trying to message, here is that it is more about when you create that space. I think that was one of the things people have talked. When we create that space for ourselves, maybe by creating the time for ourselves and sit for nothing, with by holding a pen and a paper and just sit for nothing, and in that moment you see your mind is in constant run and searching for something which you have no clue what it's searching for. In that very moment when I started writing with my will, so I was sitting with an awareness and intention with a resistance, but with my will I believe I was able to let me just declutter myself and write up. And moment I see it's happening, step by step the thoughts were coming onto the paper. Without analyzing what I'm writing, I saw myself that something is cleansed here, something at ease. Energy is started to flowing through me, and that is why I'm feeling as if there is no problem. I am seeing lot of possibilities. So I just wanted to explain this at a deeper level. Yeah, so this is my understanding of being into the connection. I don't know how much you have got it, but yeah, when I'm feeling very, very free and not at search of something, it's like stillness is there. Yeah, and all of it, what you said makes sense to me as well. This is my personal definition at the moment. Anyone else want to say here before we move on? All right. So yes, you have somebody want to say anything?
No, I want to say in the same line as you just mentioned, कि वो ऐसा लगता है रोज ना जब हम सब कुछ दिन का लिख देती हूँ तो थोड़ा सा जैसे रूम थोड़ा साफ कर दिया अगर रूम रोज और फिर थोड़ा सा वो एंड देन एज यू सेड वो डी क्लटर के बाद एंड देयर इज दिस जस्ट लाइक देयर इज एब्सोल्यूट द freeness, the peace, everything happens. So wo yeah, I experienced the same, and the expansion word you used is something I resonate to. That there's a limited me, और वो एक expansion सा feel होता है. That is what I feel connection. I am in connection with, you know, my true self. Yeah, thank you.
So just to message to Luke, because I think I'm not sure if you understand Hindi. She spoke in Hindi for a while. She meant that she wanted to clean the room, and the moment the room is clean, we feel free. Similar thing with the mind. When we clean ourselves in terms of writing, something got cleaned up, and we feel lighter. Yeah. All right. So 3 things I wanted to tell you today. Very simple. Take it as a triangle or whatever you feel like creating 3 dots. One is awareness, which I believe everyone whosoever is in the call is having a deeper awareness about their life. Otherwise, you won't be here. You won't be here. So awareness is one thing which drives our behavior in a positive direction. So awareness, I'm not, awareness to connection, awareness to, oh, I'm disconnected, oh, I'm connected. Even that is an awareness. Oh, I'm thinking this, oh, I'm thinking that. Oh, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. So that level of awareness. But second thing is about will, our will to choose, which comes, I believe, with an intention. If we don't have an intention to even come to this call or sit with ourselves or create a space for ourselves, will can't do anything. So will is like, I have an intention. This is my understanding of the will, which everybody has. You can say it's power in me. to force myself, or whatever way you feel like it is a force or it's a natural. If it is a natural, you won't be even realizing you are using your will, right? So using the will means just don't feel like doing something, but you still do that. For example, if you don't like cooking, for example, but you are still cooking because you have to eat. You have to remove your hunger. Even with the frustration mind, oh, I have to cook. So let me just cook. So that's a will. So one example of the will was when I was not well few months back, I remember I had to use my will to sit with pen and paper. So I had an intention to sit, but still my hand was not writing anything. I was not ready. I was having a resistance. So I have to use my will. Okay, let me write anyways and see what happens. How to use the will? Simple way. You tell to something. It's like you're giving a command. Oh, just write na Kapil. What's the problem? So will aa gaya, right? And now third thing is action. What I realized is we suffer when we are not in an action. And what do I mean by an action? For example, if you're eating the food, right, there is no suffering. Obviously, if you are using a lot of mind or distracting yourself by looking at the video or thinking something, yes, suffering may still happen. But what I'm saying is pure action without thinking. So pure action always happens in the now. Impure action can happen in, or corrupted action can happen in the future or in the past. You're thinking about the future and into an action. You're doing an exercise, but you're thinking something and feeling frustrated about it. So that's not action I'm talking. I'm talking about the purest form of the action where you are just into an pure action. So action can happen with two things, right? One is thinking mind action. I'm keep on thinking that let me just pick up the cup and drink, but I am not doing it. I will suffer. But if I just do it, like if I'm thirsty, let's say there is a senses here. If I'm thirsty, I just go and pick up, done, with no suffering, right? It's a pure action. It's a working mind action. So action, my understanding is my action is either in the working mind or in the thinking mind. My actions are driven by, I'm thinking, well, let me just take it. Let me not just take it. What will happen to this, that, blah, blah. So my thinking mind is in full swing. And when I'm not taking an action with the thinking mind, I'm suffering. I'm feeling, oh, I'm bad, I'm this, I can't even take it because I'm a procrastinator, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Those stories is going on. But moment we just take an action because I have to take it, either I have to take it or I want to take it. So you are using will when you are saying I have to take it, but you're doing spontaneously when you're choosing to take it. Oh, let me just choose and pick up the cup and drink the water. There's no will here required because I just instantly, but I have to drink this, otherwise something will happen. Will be coming from my forced scenario. So these are the three things I just wanted to give you an awareness of. Like one is awareness, which may drive you to feel connected. Another is your will. So question is, are you using your will? Are you effectively using your will to connect? Even if though you have and you have declared, no, Kapil, I have an intention, but are you using your will, right? Where you're saying, I have to connect, I have to sit, right? You're pushing yourself toward it. That's okay, even if you're pushing it, right? But once you sit and you are taking the pen and the paper, you don't need to use your will, right? Once you start writing up, right? And then third thing is, what do you do with this writing? What do you do with this writing? What do you do with connection? Building the connection, right? Yeah, I have felt great. So what? Again, you go back to the same scenario. Maybe, yeah, instances are lesser, but so what? So we are doing this connection work because we all are coming for a purpose in our life. What that purpose is very personal. It may be an aspiration, it may be goal, it may be client building, it may be creating something for humanity, it may be money making, it could be proving to yourself, it could be anything, right? But you don't you don't feel free, and that is why you have decided, okay, let me just build a connection, or you have your own rationale to build a connection, your own definition, your own why to build a connection. But once that why is clear, you are setting up the connection, connection is built, you are feeling lighter, what you will do with that, right? So that is where this picture of action comes, whether you are taking an action with a working mind or a thinking mind. So I don't know where this direction will go, but I just wanted to share this with all of you and open the floor if you have anything to share or ask.
So I just wanted to say this, Kapil. So I could completely resonate with the third part that he said. Whatever he said first and second is also fine, but I think that is something. But when it comes to working part, I believe that your inner voice is guiding you. You exactly, that inner voice is telling you what to do, right? The right action, and you are sometimes not taking the right action because the right action might be something uncomfortable, might be doing something uncomfortable. The right action might be doing something for a long time. It requires consistency. You might be doing it, but you might be doing it for 1 day, 2 days, and then you lose that energy to do that. The right action could be sometimes like really being consistent in, say, doing something for 1 year, right? That could be, for example, if we talk about things like fitness, if we have a fitness goal, if we have a weight loss goal, then the right action would be maybe following the right food habits, following exercise, diet, everything for a long time. It's not a matter of 1 week or something. So when we do it for 1 week and then we fail, we don't do it for some reason because we get caught up in the short-term pleasures. I think that is when we lose that connection, because you know what is the right thing. You have established that connection. That inner voice has told you the right action. You know very well this is the right action, but you are not able to follow that, do that for a long time. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, so the essence and idea is when you are into the connection using your will, you can come into an action with a working mind, not with a thinking mind anymore. Because when it's coming from the inner voice, it won't give you a plan, hunky-dory plan that, okay, you will do this, you will do that, then you will do this, and then you are creating a vision for yourself. It won't happen like that. It will always put into action now. Do it now. Who's stopping you to do that, right? So it won't let you go into the too much of thinking mind. It will bring you into the now. Take action, move on, and then come to me tomorrow. Take action, move on, come to me tomorrow. I'm using come to me means I'm seeing it as a different entity, right? It's my higher self. So that's the power of this work, which I have personally realized, and that's how this group was formed, actually. And I'm so grateful for my inner voice to guide for this group. I still ask, what do I do after this group is over? And there is no answer for that, no clear answer for that for the future. And the answer to me is, I don't like to answer the future questions. I don't like to answer your future questions. I will answer all your now questions. What do you want to do it now? Right? So that's the power of it. Now, yes. So now may I request you and invite you to open up your diary and pen and see if you wanted to reflect with one simple inquiry, very simple inquiry, what I'm running behind. Or you can also ask, what's missing in my life? It's a deeper question. And or you can also ask like, Yeah, something around whatever makes sense for you in your context. I don't want to put it too much prescription here. Otherwise, you lose the context of you. But yeah, just ask, just sit for a few moments, take some breath, and then ask yourself what I'm running behind, what I'm searching for, what's missing in my life. Any of these questions which make sense for you. And then start writing that spontaneously and see what happens. Let's take for everybody okay with that exercise? Or before that, somebody wanted to share anything? Okay, Luke is okay. Okay.
So
Could you
Kapil, the
please put the
question is,
question? Yeah.
What is it? Sorry, Varsha.
no, exactly what do you mean, Kapil? What am I running behind? Like, what is it that I actually want very badly? Is it
In this moment.
in this moment? Okay.
In this moment, not in the future, not I'm running behind clients, I'm running behind my like, right?
Hmm.
What am I running? Just be present to this moment and see what this moment has to offer to you. Or max, you can go with morning state of mind or last night state of mind and then write what I'm running behind. Not too much of future or backward. And if you feel like going in the details after you get an answer, you can do that. Why I'm searching for that. And if you didn't get an answer, you can also ask another question, who I am being in this moment. Anyone who's completely done can raise your hands. Anyone who's done, please raise your hand. Such nice done. Luke is also done. Okay. Please feel free to share your inputs onto the chat. In the meantime, any experience share as a summary. You don't need to share every detail, but anything with an experience on the chat. It'll open up the floor in 2 minutes.
Maybe Kapil, I want to share my experience.
Yes, बताइए.
Initially, when I start asking myself what is the purpose of my life, I was coming up with something, and then I was just reading that sentence. Then, is that true to myself? And then the inner voice is coming. No, this is not correct one. So again, I reconnecting, and I'm going to the another thought. It is coming. So what I am thinking is that how much I connect to myself, and I will go deeper and deeper, and
Yeah.
to find myself, that true purpose. It will come out, and it looks like yeah, what is there in this one? What is your purpose of life, or something you want to diary? It looks like it is a very easy thing, kind of that one. But when you jot down, you come to know the true sense about yourself. So I will try to find what is the purpose of my life. So this is a very good exercise. I just thought to share the experience of mine.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Manjunath. Yes. Anyone else want to share? Luke, to leave the call, will catch anything I missed in the recording. Hope you have a good week. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. Should feel like sharing. Sujana, yes, you want to share anything? Zabina, Sujana, yeah, yep, yep. Go for it.
Okay, so my experience with this question, like if I ask like what is it that I'm really wanting or I'm running behind or always like kind of missing. Uh, so I have just come up with these three words. Like I feel inner peace is missing, complete inner peace. Uh, the the like inner peace can be again associated with inner peace, that freedom. It is also a kind of empowerment, like you feel empowered in the sense I feel that there are when I'm not really controlled by anything and like not bothered by anything. So that feeling of being empowered always, that is missing. That is something that I want. I mean, what is it that I'm looking for? Or I really want is inner peace, freedom. I would say acknowledgement for who I am. So I think deeply I miss that. That sometimes I am not acknowledged for who I am. It could be in any area. It could be personally, professionally, or something. But I do feel that deeply when that is there. I feel missing. Okay, that is something. And because deep down I feel that I deserve to be acknowledged for certain things. So when
So,
that is not there, that is the cause, I would say, for that feeling of not being complete, wholeness, somewhere trapped or something. That is one. And so what I'm searching for exactly, I would say peace, freedom, profound joy and empowerment. And searching for, I also find myself searching for more real connections, not just uh, like outer friendships are, but real connections. That is something, and that is, and because of all these factors, I feel that the profound joy is again something which stays with you forever. That is missing. So again, happiness is a very this term, like you are happy many times, I believe, but I'm talking about the inner profound joy. And in this moment, what I want is also all of these things only. In this moment, also, when I deeply asked myself, I want to feel free, empowered, I want to feel acknowledged. That is something. And but in this moment, at the same time, I have this. I don't know. There is in you call it awareness or what, but there is a deeper awareness that I'm being grateful in this moment. I am really being grateful for a lot of things, even for the fact that even I'm thinking about in on these lines, what is
yeah.
missing in my life, and all of these questions are happening to me, occurring to me, not just now because you asked, but otherwise also these things happen to me. So I'm very grateful for that awareness also. So in this moment, I'm being grateful, and also I'm being enough. I feel that I'm enough in this moment. And I really could not get an answer to this question, the last one maybe. What makes me run behind it or searching for it? So I'm kind of processing what I've not been able to get exactly what.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So the one profound thing, if everybody notice here, what Sujana was mentioning was about looking for some type of acknowledgement, right? That acknowledgement, when it is not coming from inside, and this is my interpretation, when it is not coming from inside, I may look somewhere outside.
Hmm.
And that made me feel, okay, let me just, because I know the reality, it's not anywhere outside. So let me just go and look for it inside, within me, and acknowledge it. That's my understanding.
Yes, I have written something similar to what Sujana has said. Again, for me, something that I have written is why are we searching for the validation from others when the moment you connect with yourself, you understand your infinite resources that you have inside. But still, we go after the validation from others.
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah.
need for that?
Yes. Beautiful. Yes, Varsha, you want to share anything?
Similar lines in Sujana and Veena what they shared in terms of uh,
It's not allowed.
relationship.
That's not allowed. Not
No,
say.
no, no. No, I'm saying the
Tell
core
me.
essence what came up. I wouldn't
Mhm.
say in terms of exactly what it is, but relationship was one of the
Yeah.
areas that came up to me. Um,
Yeah.
of course, for me, it was also to have more humor, fun, uh, is what I'm searching for. Uh, I don't know why, because and I was, for me it was, social connections. So I didn't go more deeper, but it is more about social connections. And I, for me, I couldn't stop with one. It was coming one after the other. Then I said, is there a whole list that, am I only focusing on the lack here? Suddenly that thinking mind of awareness, popped in saying, what is this? Is this the list? So I really had to pause myself and, then get into the next question saying, why am I searching for? So I just paused with the two, three things and not going behind. And then for those two, three things, why am I, getting into the search mode? uh, as Abina said, seeking validation was to get that acknowledgement from others, to get that validation from others was coming up. When that is missing, I feel I'm not good enough, or I'm still not being able to do what I want to do. So that's the core essence, yeah. But this was the process. I had to really hard stop myself saying stop, enough. Yeah.
Beautiful. See, the theme is emerging from here, from all the three shares. There is a theme which is emerging. Thank you. Thank you for the share, lovely share. Anyone else wanted to share anything? So
One
what's
of the things that happened today, yesterday I was actually cribbing on, cribbing of what Sujana was saying, that somebody is not doing that to me, that I'm upset about it. So I was also holding on to something. And today morning, while on my walk, I was thinking about you, Kapil, saying even in my walks, I feel that sense of connection. I was like, a second, Varsha, can you feel connected with yourself? Was the question came into my inner voice, and then I said, okay, let me see if I can connect during my walk. And suddenly an inner voice came up. It's okay if they have not done this. Why don't you just let it go? Uh, but that's something I just left off. I said, okay, fine. And then I came back home, while I was taking shower again. I was thinking, should I be people pleasing? Should I be not okay if they don't do it? Why should I let go every time? Why is it important? Only I should let go. So then awareness came. Yeah, to let go is for you to free yourself, not for somebody else. Was an awareness. And what emerged is the same person kind of called me for the reason that I was, holding on. So it was it was just a sequence of, two, three thoughts, and then I just said it's okay. This is what happened.
yes, beautiful. And when we and that's an example of when we left with don't go deeper into the connection, it just comes up again. Oh, why I need to leave this or let go, right? And then so, but since the awareness was there of the connection, you could still tap into your inner voice immediately, tap, and then you got into the peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, so this happens when we don't go into the deep, maybe because of the time is not there, or I have to rush for something. It happens. But the idea is to go deeper and complete that topic, one topic at a time, because we have a lot to deal. And Varsha, you mentioned is we have a lot which we are searching behind. One of the core theme behind everything is validation, external validation. And I see it as even bigger picture. I'm looking for a graph behind every validation, right? So that's my understanding. But um, you may seems to be I'm running behind this, I'm running behind this, I'm running behind this, but what is the essence which is giving me by running behind, right? So we need to nail it down by having a deeper conversation. I think you are doing great, Varsha. Thank you for sharing this. Right. Yes. I'm looking forward to have one more conversation, which is the last conversation, which will happen on 28th, I believe. No, not 28th, 29th. 29th, yes. And wish you very, very best, Varsha, Zabina, Vishal, Sanjana, Manjuna, and everyone who is watching this recording. So please go on and build the connection with your higher self. We are playing this 30-day challenge game. I don't like to be a challenge, call it as a challenge, 30-day fun-based game to connect with ourselves. And if you are into the journey, which we are just catching up, so please feel free to watch the recordings for the past connects. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and just one more thing, I just wanted to, first of all, I really wanted to thank you, Kapil, and like I take this opportunity, like on behalf of everybody who's present here, for actually creating this space and we might be falling back or something, and even you might be going through that phase, but still your commitment to continuously connect with all of us and encouraging us to continuously do that, that is something that I'm grateful for. And what I have just thought, the commitment that I have made right now in this moment is that the remaining 1 week, I think, till 30th or whatever the time is there, I want to create that space, that time, because I've been doing it, but of course, I've been doing it different times. I've not been able to create that time that you mentioned, that at this time every day. So I believe from today, starting from today, I'm going to kind of have a time frame, maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, where and I'm going to do it every single day at that time, and I also plan to like share more in that group also. Yes, so this is something that I'm committed to for the next 1 week.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yes, yes.
This is amazing. Yeah. Please feel free to write that into the group also.
Yeah, sure, sure. Sure, Kapil. Okay then.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Kapil, for creating the space, because otherwise no one would have taken the effort to connect with ourselves. We all know so many things, but then that taking that effort to create with that divine self, we would not have thought of. That is
Yes.
different.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that acknowledgement. Thank you. Loads of love and wish you all the best. Bye for now.
No.
Thank
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Kapil.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
Rita.
Bye, everyone. Bye.